I'm Hepzibah Dahl. Welcome to my spooky escrow series, and Jahida here is going to walk me through my experience with my own escrow that has been very spooky.
It's been a little bit spooky, I'd say.
Yeah. Lots of challenges. Gosh, where should I start?
I'd say let's start with, what you do. You are a loan officer.
I am.
Okay.
I'm a loan officer. I've been in the real estate industry for over 17 years. I am 35, so pretty much half my life. So I have a lot of experience.
You have experience on the other end of telling people not to worry, and you're so nurturing and all that. But how is?
Yeah, that's my job, is to tell all my clients, don't worry, I got you. I know my guidelines. I know what we can get away with. But it has been challenging on my own because there's nobody to tell me that. So
yeah, so you have to kind of console yourself, right?
I do. Yeah, I do. And being self-employed, it makes the loan a lot more difficult. I'm not your cookie cutter, loan applicant. So that's spooky. That's spooky in itself.
Yep.
I think that's what kind of prevented me from buying. Just a little background on myself. I purchased 2 properties before 2008, and I lost it all. So I kept waiting to pull the trigger to buy another house and waiting for a market crash. And I don't think it's coming.
I don't think it's coming. I don't feel it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody thought with COVID it's going to happen now. And
yeah, I thought with COVID, I was like, okay, here it is. And no, I think 100,000 more in value it raised in our area. And we're in Santa Cruz area. I believe it's pretty much all across the board. Values have gone up 100,000 in California. We're in 2020, October. I don't know. I don't even know to tell you mid-pandemic. Because
we don't know.
We don't know. There's so much uncertainty, and that's really what has kept me from wanting to buy another home for myself. Am I ready?
Yeah.
Am I ready?
It's a big responsibility.
It is.
So
it is.
What took you to that step of saying, I'm ready, I'm done, I'm not doing this anymore, I want to own again?
You know what it was? My property management were dicks.
All right. Properly said, actually.
Yeah. And you used to be.
Yeah, I've done property management for 20 years, so
God,
I know the good
time.
ones and I know the bad ones.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's more bad than good. There are contracts are black and white, but there's ways to explain it to residents to, just kind of have that open communication and understanding. And it doesn't sound like your company had that with you at all.
I, trying to get comfortable in my own home. Well, it's not my own home. The management or the owner, the landlord, it's the landlord's home. They're making money off of me paying rent every time, and I never call them for any issues. But I had a above ground inflatable jacuzzi. I went on a carport deck once to play checkers and have a drink. What else did they complain about? Oh, my neighbors hated me. So I'm that was the biggest thing.
So you're just, and this was mostly because of 2020 COVID, right?
Yes. So
okay.
Also I love to travel. So I was like, why am I gonna buy a house? I can just live lavishly around the world and just rent. And that was after I lost everything in 2008. I was like, well, I'm just going to travel. That's what makes me happy. And that we can't do that right now. So, my wants and needs have completely changed.
Absolutely.
So because I love traveling, I did Airbnb my rental.
I'm just saying.
Very naughty. Whoops. Very naughty. Honestly, I did not know that we shouldn't, or it wasn't, it was subleasing. I was like, what? Like, what do you mean subleasing? I'm just Airbnb and try to pay for my hotel in another country.
Well, again, that goes back to what I said with the communication and really talking to your residents, talking to them and not at them. And it sounds like a lot of property management companies talk at the people that live in their homes instead of to them.
Right. So. Well, they wouldn't even give me a phone call. They one day I came home with a list of I believe it's three days.
Your 3-day notice.
My 3-day notice. For one, I knew I had to take down the Airbnb. It was like, okay, I got away with it. You know, yes, I know. I was taking a risk.
Yeah.
You know, it was worth it. But don't take my advice on that. I'm not. You know, my advice is buy a home and then you can Airbnb.
Yeah.
But yeah, I came home to a 3-day notice when I pay my rent 10 days early and never complained once. And I just the laundry list of complaints from the neighbors, and we had been there about almost 6 years, and the new neighbors one that have been there less than a year. So and they would not. It's funny that you talk about communication because they would not pick up our phone calls. We were trying to talk to somebody and explain. So we met all their you know.
So it's what it sounds like you got was a 3-day to perform conditions or quit.
Right.
So it wasn't a pay or quit. It was a perform condition. So you have to perform those conditions.
Well,
within
they did
the 3-day period.
Yeah. So we did everything that they requested,
Nice.
but it really was an eye opener that this is not our home. I didn't feel comfortable in our own home, and I really wanted an office space to work out of. We live in a beautiful place in Capitola, near Capitola Village. It's in California, and if you have never been here, it's gorgeous. We're actually here right now at the studio.
Yes, we are. We're at Misfit Content Studio in Capitola, California.
Yes,
So,
I highly recommend it.
Steps to the beach, right?
Yeah.
We can leave here and go dip our toes in the sand in literally like a minute.
Yeah. So, because it's so beautiful here, it's really expensive. It's really like our average home prices are $1,060,000.
Yeah.
When it was. Oh, go ahead.
Well, sorry, so I'm just thinking about like the whole $1,060,000, right? Mm-hmm. What kind of homes were you seeing when you started this? Do you like the whole real estate process? I mean, you're not a realtor. Were you ever a realtor? Okay.
No.
So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I am not a realtor, okay? I am not a realtor. I can do your loan and get a home. I hated it. I hated looking at. I'm sure. At least 40 different homes.
Oh my gosh.
We put in 6 offers. 6 offers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Well, we kept getting outbid. Yeah, we kept getting outbid, and it was really frustrating, and I wanted to give up. I was like, okay, I'm so busy with life and work, and like maybe I should just give up, but I just knew I had something in me to just keep going.
Nice.
Keep going.
Nice.
After our 6th offer, we finally got it, but this house has been on the market for off and on for 3 years.
Woo.
I just saw a meme saying that if your home has been on the market for a long time, they're talking long time like 2 months.
Yeah.
Then the seller's got issues.
No. Okay, how long has this house been on the market?
Off and on for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about the house. Well, actually, I kind of want to hear about like the spookiest house you went into in those like 6
house.
or those 40 that you toured.
Oh, okay. All right. So this was our first offer. We started at $800,000. Our first offer, spookiest house. We didn't get it originally because we got outbid and there was so much work to be done. Like there was Section 8 living there, and it just wasn't well taken care of. It was been in the family for a long time. It was an investment property. There was a lot of locked doors. then I started crying. I've cried a lot. Let's just to say the least.
Oh yeah.
I could cry right now just thinking about how much.
About touring 40 homes.
I'm a crying baby. You get to know me. I get teary. So it was spooky because the offer that they went with, they were having loan issues. They should have gone to me, but they're having loan issues, and I came back to it. And I was like, after looking at so many homes and being overpriced, I was like, well, let's go back. Is that house still available? What's going on with it? They're like, yeah, it might fall out of escrow. I was like, oh, cool. And we rushed over there. It was a really hot day, and one of the it was not like an attic, but it was just an extra room. And I was like, oh yeah, I can rent it out maybe, like times gets tough. We go in there, it smells like cat pee, and the smell was horrible. My realtor, I have two realtors, because I'm extra.
She needs two.
Yeah, I need two. One of my realtors.
This is how much you don't like it.
Yeah. Nicole Wood was with us, and with EXP, and we went in there, and Noah, my partner, started getting feeling stings on his legs, and it was Fleas, yes.
I
was like, what?
Property management 20 years, you know what people look like and feel when there's fleas around.
Fleas. Oh. Yeah, she saved herself. We saved her. We were like, ew, it smells. Oh, what's biting? So fleas were on him, and then 30 minutes later, fleas were on me, and then fleas were on my stepdaughter. I was like, oh my God, I hope we don't bring fleas back. So we just took it as a sign, no, we're gonna pass on it.
Wow.
So the escrow that I'm in now is spooky.
It's spooky.
So finally, the spooky part is getting approval for the loan. Got that, check.
Which isn't as simple as a W-2, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're good at these.
Yes, I'm a problem solver.
And you're the problem child right now, and the problem solver right now.
That's what my parents used to call me. So perfect. I'm full of problems.
There you go.
Or I've experienced.
There you go.
To say the least. So why is it spooky? Oh yeah, because it's been on the market, and the value came in low.
Okay.
There's not enough comparables. We're offering $1,070,000, and it came in low.
$1,070,000, and are you walking distance to the beach, or
a mile?
I know that was important to you.
That's very important. We're a mile from the beach, which, I mean, no.
You kind of had to settle.
Yes and no.
Somewhere.
Yeah,
it's
settle.
Sometimes there's give and takes. And that was one of them.
Exactly.
For you, it sounds like, but you got an office space.
We haven't. Yes, so that's the best part. It was the office space. But now I don't believe it's gonna.
So $1,070,000.
$1,070,000.
And what are
the value came in at? What did it come in at? $1,025,000. So 100 is that 145,000 under.
Or under, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So basically, I don't have the difference. So
for those at home that don't really understand the whole escrow process, you've gotten through everything. Now you're at the appraisal process. The house gets appraised, and your offer is
it's accepted.
It's accepted, and now we're getting appraised. You get this new amount of what the house is worth, which is $145,000 under what you offered. So what happens now? What do you have to do to get the house?
So now my realtors, Susie Joseph and Nicole Wood, who work with EXP, they've been trying to negotiate with the sellers and the listing agent, really, and they will not budge. And
so they won't drop the price.
No.
So you literally are purchasing something that the minute you own it, it doesn't even have the value.
It's worse than a car car loan.
Yeah. So you don't even get to drive it off the lot. You don't pick
Yeah.
up the keys and you are officially lost $145K.
So
wow.
So unfortunately, I have to start all over. I have to search again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And it was a really depressing week, finding that news.
Yeah.
So.
You pictured yourself in this home. This was.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I pictured myself getting married. It was on a half an acre. I wanted to have my wedding there. It's majestic. It has redwoods. It's been a very hard roller coaster, and I believe it's mostly because of COVID. There's no more open houses. The demand for homes is so high. There's not enough supply.
Absolutely. You've got everybody from over the hill now. They can all work from home. So I'm going to work from home by the beach instead of staring at buildings all day long, right? So our real estate is really going up over here.
It is. So my advice to everyone out there looking for a home, I have this program that I can put in your county. Okay, I can put in your county, and it tells me what the growth is going to be in 5 years. I looked up in Santa Cruz County, the average home price is around $1,060,000, and in 5 years it's going to go up almost $400,000. So if you think you can't afford a house today, it's only going to be harder down the road. So suck it up, Buttercup, and
purchase now.
Find out what you can afford, and that's the first start. That's the first step.
Yeah. And the process is simple, right? You have an application. I'm guessing
the process with me is simple. It can be. I mean, and if it's going to be difficult, I'll let you know. Hey, this is going to be a rough ride because you don't have good credit, you don't have good income. But if you have these three things, three things that takes to get a home: good credit. I'm talking about over 700 FICO score. If you don't, we can call me still. We can fix that. 2 is income, stable income.
And that's W-2 or...
Well, if you're self-employed and don't write off everything under the sun, then we can get you a home. Even if you're self-employed, I have other ways, and other programs. And number 3, what's number 3?
I totally threw you off by asking.
Yeah, you did. Okay, we got income, we've got FICO score. Oh, down payment.
Sorry, you kind of need the down payment.
Yeah.
What is your typical down payment these days?
So it depends how expensive the house that you want is. So typically, I can go as low as 3% down.
That's great.
But if you're in California, your purchase prices are above $500,000. Your loan amounts are either jumbo or high balance. So you want minimum 5% down. Minimum 5% down. 5% down on an $800,000 with, if you have the other 2, good FICO, good income, we can get you into a home. Nice. And there's still homes for $800,000. I'm just a bougie bitch.
She wants to be right by the beach, but even in this area,
like
there's Felton, cute little town. You can definitely find
there's condos. There's I'll let you know what you qualify, and then I can hook you up with a realtor if you need it, and we can go from there.
You definitely have the experience, the knowledge, and just the know-how of all this stuff, which is fantastic. So it really helps people out. Do you also do VA loans?
I do. Those are my favorite kind of loans. Okay. We can do 100% financing on VA loans, and we can go up to $2 million on VA loans.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I love my veterans.
That's awesome. So you are in the middle of this spooky experience, and I guess we'll hear back in like a week or so.
Yeah, it's to be continued.
To be continued. Hopefully a week or so. You've been at this for so long.
Yeah.
hopefully get you into that home. You were hoping to be in there by Halloween, weren't you?
Yes, but that is a no-go. So, Jahida, thank you so much for taking time with my spooky escrow series.
I'm scared for you.
Yes.
Awesome.
But I am wishful for a happy ending.
Sweet. And as usual, I will subscribe to your channel because
perfect.
I want to see the rest
Yes,
of this.
please subscribe, follow, share, comment with your questions, and we'll get back to you.